Hey everybody, this is Tactical Squirrel. I am back in Ark, and we are in the Genesis 2 simulation. I have done a lot of taming, spent hours and hours taming up these three beautiful Shadowmanes, and during the process, I've had to go out and get a buttload of fish. So I've become very proficient, I guess you could say, at it. I've found some great places to hunt down those said fishes and how to get them in the traps. So, which is basically what you call taming a fish. So I wanted to go and see if I can help any of you guys out that want to get some hints or some help on how to get those fish quicker and easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a wander around the map, show you some places that I've been going and how I go about it. First thing you're going to need is you're going to need two main things. You're going to need a method of killing off piranha and hesperonychus. One, because the piranha are going to be mixed in with this fish, and of course you got to protect yourself. So don't go empty-handed. Two, because the hesperonychus sometimes will challenge you for the fish. And quite often I found that the hesperonychus was killing the fish before I had a chance to grab them. So you want to first, when you find a fish, scout the area out, make sure there's no hesperonychus running around, which are the little duck-looking things that swim on top of the water. And two, you want to check and make sure there's no piranha. Then of course you're going to need your tech helmet so that it makes it easy to find them, and your tech gear, because I like to hover above the rivers and the lake areas and hunt down the fish. You can tell by the size if they're going to be good or bad, basically. So we're going to jump on our Maywing here, who I still haven't named, and we're going to go to a couple spots that I think are prime for this. These lake areas, yes, they have everywhere here. You can get them, but some of these areas are better than others. Now I'm going to go to my well, I wouldn't say my number one spot, but I see the spot that I went last, and I got a feeling it's going to become my number one spot, and show you how I go about it. Now I forgot to turn my helm on. Let me turn my helm on first. Okay. Get off. I wish it'd let you turn it on from the back of the creature you're riding, but that's all right. Okay, we're gonna go over here. So you see that waterfall up above? Right above it is a little river, right? If my map will clear out, that goes up to the north. I think that's north. Is that north? Where is? Can't tell, can I? All right, so I'm gonna call that north anyways. So what I'll do is I'll find a safe spot to plant my Maywing where I don't have to worry about it getting attacked, and usually that's right up here. Because like I said, you're going to need your tech gear to do this properly. Oh no. Alright, whatever. Helps if you know how to use a Maywing, which obviously I'm struggling at. Okay, so boom, here we are. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first get my tech gear working. I'm going to hover. I've got my scanner, my helmet scanner on, so I can see everything. I can see whether it's aggro. If it comes out red, it's aggro to me. And you can see that you can see your... also, make sure you bring a scope. Because you want to be able to zoom in and check to see what they are. So I like to search this way. So you have to have your scope down. So I'm holding shift, to keep myself hovering in the air, right? And I can make myself go forward. I can make myself stop, whatever. Then I'm going to hit my control button to make myself go forward. So I like to do it in first. Now look at all that. Look at it right there. Perfect example. Tons and tons. These little pools in these lakes, these rivers here, have tons of fish. This place has it, and other rivers don't. So Once I see a school of fish, I'll drop down and I'll check them. There's a 1.2, 1.3. The higher the weight is on these, the better they're going to be for taming. So I would like to say that I searched for 1.5s or better, but I have my taming turned up on this server, so I don't necessarily need 1.5s or better. I'm good with the 1.2 or better. But if I get down to my last few fish baskets, I will go ahead. I usually do 10 fish baskets at a time or thereabouts. Once I get down to my last few, I'll usually just go ahead and be picky. But I'm going to go ahead and kill these off because I want them to respawn with the hope that I'll get a 2 point something. And none of these meet that category. Right? So we want this to respawn, this whole pool area, we want it to respawn. And it gets you some fish meat that you can cook up and use. Like you look at my bar, and slot number 10 is my food resource. And yeah, it's loaded with fish because I've done tons of that here. Okay, so there we go. Boom. Oh, one more over here. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to go back up in the air and we're going to move forward and look for the next one. So as you see, there's more. Notice the piranha in there. There's a Hesperana. Look, that Hesperana is going to ruin the day. So I'm going to go down there. I'll bring my sword out, and I'm going to take that buddy out first. And then I'm going to focus on the piranha, because he's going to come through and take the fish from me. I've had it happen many. Look at that. Look at that. He just killed the fish. Come here, you little twit. You might want to bring a gun. It's easier. Chasing these things around is not... These are things are... They evade you very easy. Look at him. He just went after another one. There's piranha are trying to get at me too. Come here, damn it. Finally. Oh, those things usually die easier, but hey. Okay, so then I'm going to kill the piranha. You can see it because with my helmet, I can tell where they're at because they turn red because they're on my aggro list. All right. Oh, there's another Hesperana. What the hell? You can't just bring a weapon and shoot them if you want. I just don't like wasting the ammo. But anyways, that'll give me these. I can just go search them out. Looking for a good size. What the hell? Oh, 1.2, yeah. So none of these are meeting the criteria for what we were talking about. So I'll just go ahead and kill them. Anyways, this is my process. This lake is fantastic for that. I'm going to take you over to some other lakes that are on my favorites list and bring you guys back. Okay, now I want to make another point. Why, some people might ask, why not just use the large bodies of water? So like right now I'm in this, in the middle of the map here where this large body of water is. Now, as you can see, there's tons of fish and there's tons of good ones. If it's not a 2.0 or higher, like see how it says 1.3x to the side. If it doesn't say 2.0, let's just say 2. No, it's definitely bigger than 2 pounds, but let's just say 20 pounds or whatever. Let's just, if it's not a extremely enormous fish, I'm not taming it here, because in order to tame them, you have to get them in these fish baskets. And these fish baskets only set on the bottom of the ocean or the body of water. Now, how these, if it's a piranha or a salmon, it's easy to get them in here. Like that piranha right there, all I have to do is just stand here, put my back to it, wait for it to come to me, and that basket will say, here, let me see if I can get it to do it. There he goes. Let's go. When he's ready, like when it's time to trap him, that basket will say, see how it says pick up? Boom, see how it changed? If I wanted to trap him, it's easy to trap him. But I don't want to trap him. He's not heavy enough for me. But anyways, the key ingredient is I can draw those guys to me and trap them. I can take a salmon. I can walk up to a salmon, hit it, and aggro it, and then it turns yellow instead of red, and then come over and face my basket and just stand there and click E when it says, boom, he's there. Oh, another, I can't, in those streams like I showed you earlier, like, there's no room. All you got to do is set a bunch of baskets around these fish, and they will eventually swim by them, and you don't have to worry about them being too far away or whatever. They just have to swim by them, and you, boom, click it, and they're yours. So it's so much easier. You save yourself a bunch of hassle, a bunch of time. So yeah, if it's not, good day, mate. If it's not like an enormous fish that's going to make it extremely well worth it, yeah, I won't bother. It's a waste of time to me. So just keep that in mind when you're searching for fish. You can go to the lakes, you can go to the big ocean areas or whatever, whatnot, and do it. You'll find just the same kind of fish, and you know, do just as well as I'm showing you here in these little rivers. But there's a reason I don't go to the big bodies of water. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and head on over there, and maybe I'll show you what I'm talking about when I get over there. But we are gonna go over to the other side of that spire, to the upper part of the map, and at the top of those waterfalls, find some more of these rivers. I'm gonna show you where they are. Okay, so here we are. This is my one of probably, if not my second best, my best spot. See that waterfall? This is the middle area where it goes down to the ocean, or well, the cavernous area. Like you can swim down through there and go to the underwater area. But this is, over there is the entrance to the other biomes, the lunar, so on and so forth. As you can see on the map, if I can get a good light in there. There we go. So that's where we're at currently. Hopefully we don't run out of daylight. Okay, we gotta hurry. But that waterfall is where I'm taking you now. So we're gonna fly up there. By the way, you can hit Shift, Control, and your jump button all at the same time, and it'll fly you forward and up at the same time. And double tap that jump button to get a little bit more height. If you're not familiar with your tech gear yet, I've become very familiar with it. So here, this side's a lot friendlier than the other, but these are very non-eventful rivers. Like, you're not going to run into very many predators here. The hardest thing you're going to deal with on these rivers, in the low part anyways, is Esperanzas and piranhas. I think I've ran into a few raptors and wolves and gators every once in a while. Also, if you're not aware, this river here on the map spawns beavers and the beaver dams. So if you need a good resource, these beavers right here are always here. Always these beavers. Usually there's a bunch of them, little nests that you can rob to get your supplies, their resources. So I will just hover across like this, like I was doing on the other one, until I find something. Then I'll go clear the area. I'm gonna go ahead and catch a saber-tooth or a salmon and a normal one, so you guys can see how I go about it. Like I said, I've had to do this numerous times, and it's not fun, but I mean, it is what it is. Okay, here's a saber-tooth. I'm gonna go ahead and catch this one right here. So first thing you want to do is make sure you don't have any Esperanzas over here trying to take your stuff. Then you want to make sure that there's no piranha. So you get in water, you look around, like you can see, I think that's a piranha over there, not aggro. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop down a trap, and then I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to hit Mr. Piranha, or Mr. Sabertooth, get him to attack me. Then I'm going to go stand over here, and I'm going to wait for for him to come. See that right there? He came and attacked me. Right? Do it again. Where'd you go? Oh, he stopped. Come here. Come on. Where's my fish basket? Oh, here comes another one. So I'm just gonna wait. When it shows up, boom, trapped. Easy to do. Oh, shut up. Get away. Thank you. All right. So that's how you do that. Salmons are easy to catch. Piranhas are easy to catch. And I'm overweight because I collected all this fish meat. And I went and got a couple drops too. You can see that piranha coming. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Getting out of the water sometimes is a pain in the neck. Okay, so that shows you how to get that. And I gotta remember to tell you how to refresh your tames. Because that's basically tamed. Like you could take and let it out of the basket in water and it'd be tamed, but then it'd die in short order. Here we are. Now I need to tame one of the other ones. Oh, that's a big one right there, isn't it? Probably a 1.3. Nope, 1.1. It just looks big. So we could go ahead and grab up one of those right there. And take these piranha out. Okay, so oh, there's no one. Let's see. We got a 1.1. I'm not so much worried about the size because I'm not trapping these for my own use. I don't plan on taming any more Shadowmanes for a while, if ever. They are a pain, pain. So I'm gonna look to see where it's going. If I had like 4 or 5 traps, this would be a lot easier. But actually, you know what? Can I release you? Yeah, release you back in. Kill you off. There we go. All right, so oh, I lost my trap too. Dang it, I thought I'd keep the trap. Okay, so anyhow, let's say I want to catch that one, right? I put it down. This is a tedious process sometimes. Boom, trapped. Easy as that. It helps if you have multiple traps, because you can let them out. I'm sorry, you can you have multiple traps, you can lay them down in a circle around them, especially if it's shallow water. That was kind of deep for what I would normally tame, but if it's shallow water, and they can't help but run into your traps, and as long as they're not hitting your traps, they will eventually get, you can eventually trap them in one. So yeah, here's one of my spots. I just go all the way over to that big body of water. Here it starts getting dangerous. Sometimes you'll see, yeah, there's some alligators right there. So you're gonna have to clear the alligators, and you saw some back there where I was, there was some raptors. Then I'll swing around. I'll check. Here's some more beaver dams. I'll check this area too, just because I'm in the area. Then I'll just swing back down here till I get to that middle waterfall area. Right through here, there's always a couple alligators in here, but then there's a rat. Oh, there's an alpha. But the further down this river you get, the calmer it gets, the easier it is. You'll have, see, there's a school of fish right there. There's another school. Usually about every 100 feet or so, you'll find a little pool with a bunch of fish in it. But I found that one over there that I showed you just a little bit ago tends to have a little bit better, a little bit more dense population in it, in the little schools. There's another beaver dam. So definitely a good place to go. Why do I seem to be drifting to the side? Hello. My button's stuck again. Once in a while on my left-hand controller, the buttons get stuck and do things I don't want them to. There's a big salmon right down there. There, it just got stuck again. So, anyways, all the way through there. I usually set up a station right up on one of these big. Oh, you probably can't hear me right now. Hold on, let me get away from this waterfall. Yeah, I came out there, went up there, came out there. Usually I'll take one of those big rock outcroppings and I'll set up a campfire, and then as I get the meat, I'll cook it while I'm searching the other river. But okay, and then the other place I do is over here on the end. Yeah, if you hit jump and control and shift, it'll gain you altitude and shoot you forward at the same time, so you can do everything a little bit. Okay, right here, there's not a waterfall coming down. However, there's a dam of some sort. So this thing right here stops the water right there. So I'll drop down till I'm just about this high off there, and I'll go along this river. Like I said, these rivers are there's not very many carnivores. It's pretty easy sailing, minimal interference except for the Hesperonychus. About right here. You can go on up there. I haven't had much luck up into the waterfalls up there. It goes up around the corner there. I haven't had a lot of luck up that way. I think I've had a couple, and I've probably in these rivers I've probably captured / tamed at least somewhere between 75 and 100 fish, because it was a lot of wasting with getting the Shadowmane process was very tedious and full of failures. So, and fish spoiling, so on and so forth. Oh, that's one thing I want to show you. So I showed you now how to capture them. So now this one, notice the timer 3:15. I heard this. I'm interested in testing this out. So if this doesn't work, don't blame me. I heard it. Don't know that it's true, but from what I've heard, that if you put it on your hotbar and you jump down into water, it'll refresh the timer. Yep, see, it just reset. If you were watching, went to 0. So if you, oh hey, get out. So if you're fishing, you're going for fish and they start spoiling, put them on your hotbar. Don't leave them in your inventory. Let's test that real quick. Let's take it out of my hotbar and put it on my here. Let it go down. Now we're gonna see if the timer starts. Okay, we're in water. Notice it didn't. Put it here. Boom, reset. So, good way to get your fish back to full health so that you can use them. If you're running around and you notice your timers are getting low, jump in some water, put them on your hotbar, jump in some water, bada bing, bada boom, you've got some fresh fish. So, anyways, guys, I hope this helps you. Hope you like this tutorial / tips. If you do, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel so you can see more of this, and we will talk to you guys later.